friends. I want to talk about, just how wonderful it is to, be on the side sitting and laughing this time. No, actually, I'll tell you what. Last time I wasn't really, shocked or, even all that, crazy disappointed when Trump lost. And I'll tell you why. Because most of us saw this coming last time. Most of us saw it coming that Trump would lose. There were some, like the Tim Pools of the world, who said, red wave, red wave, red wave. I was among those who said, I'll believe it when I see it. So I wasn't super disappointed, and, I don't tie myself to a party, so I wasn't super angry about it. Well, this time, it is amusing to me to watch people that have called me a Nazi and wished death upon me, told me that I am doing the worst thing. I'm a terrible father to my daughter. I'm a terrible person. Those people are now screaming and crying foul. In fact, they're yelling about, they're saying the election was unfair. They're saying Kamala needs to not concede. Obviously, it was rigged in Trump's favor. I've seen the media won it for them. Very amusing, very amusing. The media, the media that was calling Trump Hitler for the last 2 weeks, they want it for Donald Trump. That's what I'm seeing on X, and it's all very funny. It's all very funny. Hello, Ferris King. Hello, chat. How's everybody doing? Everybody, thumbs up, subscribe if you would. I've got about an hour, maybe a little more here. I'm very, it's very funny. Trump won this by a landslide. The fact that they haven't called Michigan, Maine, Alaska, particularly Alaska, or Nevada and Arizona is still amusing to me. But Trump is going to win all of those except Maine, and he'll take one vote from Maine. He's going to have somewhere between 312 and 315 electoral votes. I haven't done the exact math. This is better than what I predicted, by the way. Trump has won everything I predicted he would win, in addition to Wisconsin, and he's going to win Michigan. Once they finally decide to call it. This is, and when I made my prediction, I said it's very plausible that Trump wins the entire blue wall, but based on the polling, I just wasn't sure. The margins in the swing states were huge for those swing states, huge. Over the last two elections, both Clinton and Biden and Trump, Clinton, Biden, and Trump, the ones that they won, were all by less than a point margins. In some cases, less than half a point. Trump won all 7 swing states. He's going to end up winning all 7 swing states handily. He expanded his margin from last time around in North Carolina. He flipped Georgia back by almost, 3 points, 2.8, something like that. Pennsylvania, the last I saw Pennsylvania, the margin was about 4 points. Trump absolutely demolished Kamala Harris, and he won the popular vote, which is really, really funny. They are not letting go. They will not call this race for Trump until Kamala concedes, which, by the way, can you imagine Kamala, all her supporters went out to the Kamala HQ until almost 1 a.m. and then she sends out some random guy, their offer campaign, to go tell them, oh, she's not speaking tonight. Go home. How rude. How rude. She's not even going to speak till about 4 o'clock. I can just imagine, I can just imagine how terrible, her temper must have been last night when she found out she was losing. So I see I see this comment here. I'm going to read it. Woodworking Gunny Bear. All the leftists are acting like we should be magnanimous, yet they called us Nazis, fascists, racist, etc. for the last 8 years. Yes, and I got many personal attacks from leftists telling me I was a bad father because I have a daughter, and I won't vote for Kamala Harris. I voted for Trump. It's amusing to me that they think that a father's priority for his daughter should be abortion. What are you trying to say about my parenting? That's terrible. Hey, everybody, thumbs up if you haven't yet. And I'm gonna start talking to the chat here in a little bit, but I'm going to gloat a little bit because I have been insulted and, called a whole lot of names and told that I'm stupid for making predictions that I did and for supporting Donald Trump. I've been called evil. I've been called a Nazi. And we were all collectively called garbage. Now, I don't really care about this, but I had people in my chat calling me stupid and telling me that I have no idea what I'm talking about and that Trump's going to lose by a landslide. Absolute bullshit, and we knew it. We knew it. Kamala didn't have a campaign. There was no interest in her platform because her platform was either copying homework from Trump or non-existent. I knew what I was talking about. And the points that I made, I was correct. When I broke down Kamala's town halls and pointed out how much of an empty vessel she was, people told me I was being racist. The point is, people aren't stupid enough to fall for this anymore. The racist, sexist, xenophobic thing, yeah, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Okay, I'm going to start talking to the chat. How are you guys doing? Kato's Sicarius. I haven't seen any lefties talking crap today. Dude, go on to X if you haven't seen the lefties talking crap, because they're saying the election is stolen. I reposted a whole bunch of them, and it's absolutely hilarious. My handle on X is Seattleite_Jack. Go follow me on there, and you'll see a lot of lefties losing their minds. It's funny. And everybody thumbs up if you don't mind. I'm going to talk to the chat for an hour or so. Hillbilly Bob, men with testosterone for Trump. Correct. Correct. Oh my goodness. Trey Preston can't even answer a logical question. Oh, are you talking about Kamala? Yeah, absolutely nuts, man. She couldn't articulate a policy position. And when she talked about, price gouging, it's like price gouging will not fix the grocery costs in this country. That's not what the problem is. I made a whole video about this. By the way, my prediction is that they're going to try to hand Trump the most chaotic thing that they can. So it's quite possible that they try to wreck the economy as much as they possibly can in the next couple of months. I'm also interested to see what Kamala says. I'll try to make a video after she speaks. I'm going to be watching my daughter, so I don't know if I'll have a chance. But I will try to speak about what Kamala says, because I don't know that she's going to concede. A lot of they're still not calling even freaking Alaska, even though Trump is like up by 16 points and over half the vote is in. Trump is going to win Alaska by double digits most likely. And people told me Iowa was going to flip, Kansas was going to flip. I told them they were nuts. Both went by double digits to Trump. They told me Florida to Trump. They told me Florida was going to flip. Florida went by 12 almost. I think it was almost 12 or 13 points to Trump. I told them it would be double digits. They said Texas would flip. I said Texas will be at least 10. Texas was 14 to Trump. They are insane. They thought that a blue wave was going to happen. They almost lost Virginia. Minnesota was a 5-point margin. New Mexico was a 5-point margin. Trump gained tons of support. He won the popular vote. These people are insane. AJ says the Dems are now saying people didn't vote for Kamala because she's a woman. However, they forget the candidate. If the candidate was Tulsi Gabbard, most Americans would probably vote. Yes, Tulsi would have beat Trump in this election. I fully believe. I'm going to scroll down a little bit. Bumblebee, do you feel like your future is bright or just a flex? Tell me something you're excited about. I don't know that the future is bright. I think the American economy is in serious trouble and we're going to need a lot of work to fix it. I think that Trump has a good team, and I'll let you know in about a year where I think we stand. I'm not an enthusiastic Trump voter. I just think it's absolutely amusing that he won, and that these people that were calling us all kinds of names, calling us Nazis and racists and misogynists, I think that it's really funny that they lost. They deserve it. The Harry Sissons of the world saying we failed our daughters and our wives. Coming from a soy boy little 20-year-old who has probably never touched a woman in his life, definitely doesn't have a daughter. It's insulting. So we'll see in a year where we're at. Frankie Pinzone, no surprise, the left has gone bananas, correct? Jen Wisey, can you say hi, Turkey? Hi, Turkey. Gonna scroll down. Dirty Money. Harris couldn't face her woke mob last night, but she was expected to face Putin, Kim, and Xi. Yeah, I know. Kamala Harris is a coward. She wouldn't come out and speak to her people. I don't care that she didn't concede to Trump last night, because the news media hasn't called all the states yet, whatever. I believe that she should have come out and said something to her supporters. It's absolutely classless to let them stay there for, 7 hours and then send out some flunky to go talk to them. It's absolutely ridiculous. Texas wench, did you see Anna Kasparian's face? A lot of people think she secretly voted Trump. Yes, I did. She was kind of laughing at Cenk. Cenk lost his mind, man. Joy Reid on MSNBC was saying Florida is a fascist 2020 Project 2025 state. It was hilarious. I actually watched the election on NBC and MSNBC because I wanted to watch them lose their shit when Trump lost or Trump won. Trump won. I knew Trump was going to win by about 9 o'clock, and I told my wife, I said, "Look at the numbers in Virginia. Trump is still at that point. He was leading by like 6 points in Virginia at 9 o'clock." Central Time, so 10 Eastern. And I said, the fact that this hasn't been called for Harris, like I knew she would win it, but the margin was so low compared to what Biden won Virginia by. And I said, just this tells me that Trump is going to win the blue wall. And lo and behold, here it was. So I'm going to pat myself on the back for my predictions, by the way. I think I did pretty dang well. I'm going to scroll down a bit. Sketchy one, don't look for excuses for Trump already. I'm not looking for excuses for Trump. I am not a huge Trump fan. So, Jamie Lynn Wood, why should she? Why should she what? Concede? Because she's lost. Mantis, just because Trump couldn't concede doesn't mean Kamala won't. Yeah, well, the two elections are fundamentally different, by the way. The margins in 2020 were much slimmer. So I understand, even if it had gone the other way, I understand that why either Biden or Trump wouldn't have conceded at the time. Because when the margin is 0.2%, well within the recount error, I wouldn't concede either. But when the margins are 3 and 4% in the swing states, there's no reason to keep this going. So... Cal Sal, oh my god, here he is again. Hello. Dirty Money, Florida has always been red. Yeah, Florida was always going to be red. I don't know how they thought they were going to flip it. Like, there were Republican gains in 2022, and the state in general has been trending to the right. Right-wing people are moving to Florida. Like, Florida was never going to flip, and neither was Texas. Will, you're in Chicago. I am not in Chicago, no. I took a half day off work because I was up late watching this. Robert Fisher, Democrats just permanently lost their abortion money laundering operation, and the power now rightfully belongs to the people to decide abortion laws. Yeah, dude, these people yelling about reproductive rights, I don't even understand it, because it was on the ballot in 10 states last night, and in 9 of the 10 it passed. So it's not, like, I don't know. Eddie L. Be careful, America, what you wish for. When America falls, don't cry. And when I country goes to shit, you weep what you sow, America. Wow, your grammar is horrendous. Fix it. Aaron Schmidt, they drown in the red wave. Yeah. Trump is your president. Says poor live will have to deal with a better economy and safer America. Yeah, poor them. Poor them. Live for Jesus. Biggest comeback ever. They made it as hard as they could, and he still won. The GOAT. It was a landslide. They're going to tell you it was narrow and it was contested. It was not. Look at the margins in the swing states. Trump won by a landslide. Hey, everybody, thumbs up and subscribe if you would. It helps the channel a lot and lets more people find it. I'm absolutely loving doing these lives and talking politics with you guys. So yeah, please subscribe. I talk to people in my lives all the time. I read your chats. Now, right now, there's about 360 people watching. So it gets really hard to find everybody. I just try to read the chats. I don't do this for money or anything. But if you really want me to read your chat, do a super chat, because that way I can find it. Otherwise, I'm just skipping through. Again, I don't care if you do or not. I don't care if you pay me. That's not what I'm doing this for. I'm doing this for the hell of it. But do a super chat if you want to be sure that your chat gets read. That's the only way I can think of to make it stand out. Texas Wench, the leftist cope is so sweet. Maybe this time all those people who said they'd flee the U.S. in 2016 will finally... Dude, I'm seeing it all over X. It's hilarious. They're like, we're leaving. Bob J, this isn't a red wave. This is the red tide. It killed all life in the blue ocean. Yeah, dude. It's like the poisonous algae. Chiago and Ago. Will, that's all over X. The salty tears are sweet. It's amazing, guys. It's amazing. Trump Salt Mining Incorporated, going to be the richest salt company in the world. Beautiful. Live for Jesus. He should stop the wars immediately, close the border, then expose the the Diddy and Epstein lists. I agree. He should also put out the JFK files, which I think he will. His alliance with RFK is probably contingent on that. I don't think RFK would have joined him without a promise that the JFK files would come out. User, what's up, User? How's it going, buddy? Kush Lemon, none of this matters. Trump serves the same masters. I think it does matter. I think it slows things down. I think that economically we're probably headed for a train wreck either way, but I think Trump slows it down, and I'm optimistic because of Trump's team. I don't necessarily care too much about Donald Trump. His team is where I think that the what's the word? The progress will be made. 1 second. What's going on here? Okay. Trade us. Quick reminder, Trump was Epstein's BFF for 15 years and handpicked the lawyer that... Trump was... okay, I don't even want to get into it. Trump kicked Epstein out of his house and banned him from it when he found out what Epstein was doing. Foxbrain, was 2020 stolen? Then 2024 was not stolen? I've never been a proponent of the 2020 stolen. I think that the Democrats had a much better ground game. They harvested a lot of ballots, which is unfortunately legal for the Republicans. The Republicans made a huge strategic error in discouraging the early voting. There was a bunch of weird things that happened in 2020, though. I'm not going to say, like, I don't really know what happened in 2020, and I don't think anybody does. Some people think they do. That's fine. I'm not going to make too much of a call on it because YouTube is crushing it right now. Any dissent like that. Holy crap, there's 450 people watching. Guys, thumbs up, everybody. This is awesome. And where do you live? State. I don't say which state that I live in because I am a medical practitioner and I'm on a national list, so it'd be easy to dox me. But I live in the Midwest. Stinky. This election proves that the people care more about the economy than social issues. Yeah, that's absolutely true. Absolutely. Foxbrain. Avoid. Was 2020 stolen? Then 20... Oh. Guys, I can't read... I can't read all of the chats. You're telling me I'm avoiding what you're saying, but I can't. I literally can't. There's hundreds of people sending messages. So, like I said, you want to make sure I don't avoid your chat, super chat it. That's the only way that it stands out. Otherwise, I'm just scrolling through. The super chat thing puts like a big bubble around it, so I can't miss it. Otherwise, I'm just reading chats that I find interesting. I'm sorry, I can't read them all. Jump poll. I'm worried that they go overboard with tariffs. Yes, they could. They need to ramp the tariffs. If they put a whole bunch of tariffs in place, it's gonna throttle business. What they need to do is ramp them slowly up. Give the businesses time to adjust. That's what they ought to do. Yash is confused. Too big to steal. Yes. Nancy Rodriguez, you don't know nothing. I guess I don't. I'm sorry, Nancy. Do you not like what I have to say? Are you gonna cry about it some more? Have fun. Cal Sal, okay, before I go for a wank and go to bed. Jeez. Tricky Ricky, all the carnival votes are legit bottom votes and people that were paid. I don't know what you're trying to say. I'm sorry. That doesn't make any sense. Dennis Sharp, are you a beta? I don't know. You tell me what you think. I don't really care. I don't do the alpha beta thing. I think that's really cringe. I'm a father and a husband and an athlete. And I have a nice job that I love, working in a medical field. So there's that. And yeah, I'm an independent, don't much care for Donald Trump, but he was the better option here, and it's very amusing how much people are crying about it. Let's see. Foxbrain, Trump keeps saying 2020 was stolen, even now. Yeah, I don't care. He can say whatever he wants. I'm going to scroll down a bit. Jamie Waters, nothing happened in 2020, but not in 2024. Are you saying the election was stolen in 2024? Wang Dong, yeah, I searched for huge gays and you came up. That's funny. Will Lazenby, so there is a huge difference. Sorry, I must have missed your earlier chat. Texas Winch, 2020 was so shady on so many levels, and the left's response to it is what raised my suspicions that something else was happening. Yeah, it was just wild, dude. It was just wild. D-Day, welcome to hell, you all Americans. Yeah, whatever. We've done this for 4 years before. It wasn't hell then. HVAC repairman, where the fuck did 20 million votes for the left go? I think it was more like 15 million, but people didn't show up for Kamala. Who could be excited about a woman with no platform, dude? Like, what in the world? I'm going to scroll down a bit. I saw somebody got a super... Jamie Waters said bye. Okay, bye. Notification. Hello from Oklahoma. Wintermelon. Dude, we're genuinely so cooked. A Trump presidency is going to be terrible. He was already president once and it wasn't terrible. Johnny Trice. Musk said things are going to get much worse because they're going to cut Medicare. That's going to end most nursing homes and cause massive inflation. I don't think they're going to cut Medicare. I don't think that's part of the agenda right now. Drow160. Bro, please stop ignoring me. Hello, I see you now. Dennis Sharp. You are all dumb. You accepted the lies and did none of your own research. You are way too silly to me. Well, you didn't spell that form of two properly, so there you go. Jamie Waters. Early voting sucks. Yep. Andy, go cry into your fake paycheck as he brings the jobs back and strengthens the economy. Oh, you guys are wild. I'm going to scroll down. Oh, there's a super chat. Leftist seething in the chat, says Texas Winch for $2. Yes, they are very displeased. It's funny, guys. Whether you voted for Trump or not, watching these extreme weirdos freaking out and saying the world is ending. You know, people always ask me, well, what are you going to do when Trump loses? I'll tell you what I would have done if Trump lost. I would have gone to work and I would have done a live stream and I probably would have poked fun at the crazy MAGA people that said that the world was going to end. Because the reality of it is that neither of these candidates would have caused the world to end for the other side. Now, I think Kamala would have censored a lot of free speech. She probably would have caused a lot more economic issues. So I'm happy that Trump won. But at the end of the day, I would have gone to work and then I would have gone home to my family. That's what would have happened if Kamala had won. I wouldn't have been as happy about it. In fact, I wouldn't have been happy about it at all. I thought she was a terrible candidate, but, you know, whatever. Billy Hendricks, are you trans? I am not. At every stream, somebody asks me that. I must look trans. I'm sorry, guys. Dennis Sharp, did you actually do any of your own research? Sounds like you took all... I did my own research. I actually listened to a whole lot of different news stations and a lot of different personalities. Everything from David Pakman and Kyle Kulinski to Tim Pool and Steven Crowder. I am an independent. I am not a huge fan of Donald Trump, but what I am is someone who knows what I'm talking about. And apparently you don't. Why'd you play it? You're a runt. Well, I bench press more than you. So, whatever. I'm going to scroll down a bit. Logan Ryan, you're not a Sigma. Your daughter is giving head. That's sketchy, seeing as my daughter is just 1 year old. So, let me scroll down a bit. Jump poll. People are totally going to go eye for an eye on the accusations for 2020 and 2024. Oh, 100%, yeah. It's really funny. But they also cried about 2016. They said 2016 was stolen. Like, who remembers that? The Democrats said it was Russian collusion, and until they finally proved definitively that that was not the case. And by the way, we're probably not seeing riots right now because it's too cold outside for the soft little rioters. Those little Antifa bitches, they won't riot when it's cold out. Very funny. Wintermelon, I'm not crying, I'm just empathetic for you. We already have Trump pushing a modern Madagascar plan, and we already had the beer hall push. Will you stop comparing Trump to Hitler? You forgot the T in push. But is it a T or a C? I don't remember. There's extra letters in the German words. But yeah, no, Trump is not a Nazi. It's not going to be fascism or anything. In fact, the Democrats are closer to fascists than Trump is, by the way. Sangi Lepka, bro, see my comment. I do see your comment. Hello. Hey, everybody, thumbs up if you haven't yet. It helps a lot. In fact, supers, thumbs up, and subscriptions all really help the channel. It puts you further into the algorithm. I love talking to people, and these lives that we've had over 500 today, which is crazy. 500 people watching at the same time. It's awesome. And people get to talk. And people get to have their opinions, and I like to talk to you guys. So scrolling through and just talking to you guys. Cal Frank is a tool. What happens if the recounts show something different than right now? I don't believe that the swing states that have been called for Trump are in the margin for a recount. I think that, isn't that margin less than 1% for Wisconsin and Pennsylvania? I don't think that they're going to be recounted. Also, I think Kamala her campaign has already indicated that they're going to concede. They've already said that they're going to. So, it'll be at 4 o'clock, I think, Eastern, that Kamala will concede. Nancy Rodriguez, something should be done about the cheating. What cheating are you talking about? I'm going to scroll down again. Yosh is confused. Love how the left calls people say voting for Trump, but they are the party of LGBT people gay for voting Trump. They are the party of LGBT, yeah. I'm going to scroll down again. The laziest. During 45, admin, Medicare actually got improved. It did, actually. As a healthcare worker, definitively it did. Obamacare is actually terrible for Medicare. It gave too much bargaining power to replacement plans. I've got a terminal degree. I've got a graduate degree, and I work in a medical field. Like, I'm not totally stupid about Medicare. Trump's not going to ruin Medicare. Amanda Soms. Harris didn't show last night. She was drunk, most likely. I think she was just seething. I think she was probably, like, the rumor is that she's got a horrible temper, and she goes through staff. Like, 92% of her staff has quit. She was probably not in a state to be seen by the public. Farmer Chick, we won the Electoral College and the popular vote. Yeah, by about 5 million so far. I'm going to scroll down. Bruce Dagger, so happy the red commies lost. We're true blue conservatives again. Will Lazenby, Trump chartered Epstein's plane for business use because his jet was too big. Clinton, on the other hand, rode Epstein's jet to his island over 20 times. Yeah. Anita, weirdos. According to the experts, Kamala's economy would have been exponentially better. Yeah, according to experts that agree with her, align with her politically. I mean, experts that aligned with Trump said his plan was better. You just didn't see that reported because the media has a left-leaning bias. But it's there. Go look it up. Go look it up. Andy, if Kamala had won more Americans would have had jobs to go to. They would ship them back overseas. I'm not sure what you're trying to say. Notification, you don't look trans at all. I don't know. People always just say crazy stuff. Madison, do you support Trump or Kamala? Very evidently Trump. I'm going to scroll down some more because I'm losing you guys. Brown Eyes H. At the end of the day, the economy will be 100% better. No wars. Watch, he'll put an end to the wars in up America. Yeah, he's going to... I imagine that the Ukraine war will go... I've been saying this for a while. The war in Ukraine, the answer is probably going to be the Donbass is ceded to Russia, and then Ukraine is allowed to either join NATO or have the protection of NATO. That's probably the concession that Russia makes. I don't know. I'm not an expert at foreign affairs, but that's what I see them being able to meet at. Sea Salt Solo, please answer. Hello. Trump's. Didn't see your question. Like I said, I'm skipping. You have if you want me to see your thing for sure, your chat for sure, you have to super chat it because there's so many comments. Like there's hundreds of people watching, so I can't just stop at every comment or I'd never get anywhere. Trump supporter, ain't no party like a Kamala party. I think you mean a Diddy party. Victor Crappenshits. Moments like these where the masses elect someone elites don't necessarily want, and with what you know, do you believe Trump will be bought or undermined somehow? I think he has a good team this time. So Trump's failures last time, the ones that he did have, were they were definitely due to the fact that he surrounded himself with people that were swamp monsters themselves. His transition team now, I think, is very, very good with Tulsi and RFK bringing a bipartisan sort of element to it. And then, of course, you've got Elon and, a couple other people that are going to really influence his decisions. And I think that it's going to be better this time. I'm going to scroll down again. Farmer Chick, I've seen Democrats claim he's going to make an abortion ban and stop gay marriage and all this nonsense they've made up to scare them. It's sad how brainwashed them. Dude, I know. They're like saying, we voted for reproductive rights for Kamala Harris. It's like, literally, what are you talking about? Like, she wouldn't have done anything else for abortion. She promised to push something through Congress. Well, the House and the Senate would never have agreed to it because they both flipped red. And the Supreme Court is conservative. They're not going to put through Roe versus Wade again. She literally could not have done anything for quote unquote reproductive rights. And Trump has already said he's opposed to an abortion ban, and he kicked it back to the states, or I guess the Supreme Court did. Trump can't overrule them either. So this whole reproductive rights thing is absolutely insane. Tom Gardner, the left-wing media is blaming everyone except themselves. Dude, I have seen people on X, like it's a trending thing with these leftist activists saying that the media won this for Trump. It's like, what are you talking about? The media called him a Nazi incessantly. You people are crazy. Caleb Hammer, I'm an illegal immigrant. I'm an immigrant who came here legally. Being asked to go through the proper channels is what should happen. I spent 7 years in a refugee camp just to come here legally. Stop breaking in. I agree. 100%. Everybody thumbs up if you haven't yet. It helps the channel a lot. Brown Eyes, did these people forget Trump was in office for 4 years and he didn't start any new wars? Our economy was great. The workforce was booming and the economy was great. He said that twice, but yeah. Quan, thanks for voting for wars and terrorism inside America. He's going to sell info that can be used on us. And of course, anything a black man did is bad in your opinion. What are you talking about? What black man? You're ridiculous. You're absurd. The roving Ronin. Wait. Are these liberal yumps saying cheating? Election deniers. That's what I did. I reposted a whole bunch on X. And I was like, guys, stop denying the election. It's just funny. The irony is probably my favorite form of humor. It's great. I'm scrolling down. Okay, Booty Crust for $2. Your hairline scares me. Dude, my hairline has stayed the same since 8th grade. I am now 30. And I'm okay with it. My hair isn't thinned either, which is great. I love it. But yeah, my hairline sometimes is... I've got a cowlick in the back. So when I was like 16, I was at the gym and I caught a glimpse of myself in the mirror, and I thought I had a bald spot. But I've got 2 cowlicks, one in the front and one in the back. So my hairlines look really weird. Farmer Chick, I'm an independent who voted Trump. Maybe Democrats shouldn't have skipped the primary and let voters choose the candidate. I agree. I am an independent who was actually, if it had been RFK versus Trump, I would have had a much bigger decision. I supported RFK as an independent, and then when he quit and switched to Trump's side, then I voted Trump. But yeah, there's a lot of us independents who would never have voted for Trump if they had a better candidate. Nicholas Wrong, this guy's a cop. I am not a cop. Just a second. 1 second. My phone decided to go off here. There we go. SBM, you do realize it's possible to see both Harris and Trump are bad candidates, by the way. Stop trying to find a candidate to believe in. They're both bad. Neither of them are good news. I think Trump is better news than Harris is, for sure. Jump Poll, I thought his COVID response was poor and his downplaying the issue caused a lot of misinformation to be spread. Well, I mean, his response was poor, but I don't know what we would have done differently. He kind of gave, in my opinion, giving the CDC and Anthony Fauci almost unlimited power to do whatever the hell they wanted. That was a poor response. It was not very measured. Project Warp Speed was a mistake as well, in my opinion. As a medical professional, that's kind of my assessment of the situation. Sketchy one. This dude is a Trump cop. I'm not a cop. I would never be a cop. I actually have a big problem with police on a like a personal level. There's lots of good cops. Most cops are good cops. But I lived in a small town for a while I was going to college, and I was relentlessly harassed by the cops because I was an outsider. They actually went as far as handcuffing me, taking me to the station and holding me there, trying to get me to admit that I was selling meth. It's absolutely nuts. Like, I've never done any drugs harder than weed or mushrooms in my entire life, and that was like 10 years ago. But it's just wild. Small town cops can be terrible, man. They're either really good or terrible. NYC, a white man who's a convicted felon is a president of the United States. Welcome to white America. Cope more. Texas Winch, what a lot of leftists don't understand is that Trump is immune response of a liberty-minded society. Yeah, Trump is not the problem. Trump is a symptom of the issue. This is a thing. This is a thing that the left does not understand, and they're going to lose until they understand this. When you watch the media right now, all they're saying is it's white people's fault. It's men's fault. These horrible white women that voted for Trump. When they stop playing identity politics and start talking about policy, then they're going to win. They will not win as long as they denigrate more than half of the electorate. They're idiots. I don't know what they think is going to happen. Caleb Hammer, don't let them put you down. They voted for a puppet. Yeah, they did. It's funny. Canna Bishop, I'd bang Monica Lewinsky. Lover of truth. We love Peanut and Fred. Yes, Peanut and Fred. They are the reason Trump won. Holly Hill, good luck with your choice. You're going to see what happens now. Glad I am Canadian. We already had Trump once and the world didn't end. You're fine. You're fine. Crystal Salvatore. She got Beyonce to be a shill and still lost. You guys are wild. I'm going to scroll down. Brown. Haha, you're mad. Aha, I'm not mad. I'm having a wonderful time. Joe 2 times. 10 of 11 U.S. recessions between 1953 and 2020 began under Republicans. Neat. Let's scroll down a bit. YouTube is asshole, says, not only did Trump win, but we get to get rid of Biden and Harris for the next 4 years. We also won the Senate and the majority in we are the majority of the court. We can actually get some fucking shit done. Also the House. The House is going to go right. Anarchico Total. We are not left wing nor right. We are from the bottom. 8 from the bottom. I don't know what you're saying. Lawe, who's the garbage now? Let's see, I'm going to scroll down. There's so many comments, guys. MYC 88 mashups and beats. When you people stop being the population and will stop playing identity politics. Are you talking about people that supported Trump? Because the Democrats are the party of identity politics, and there's no way you can flip that around. You're insane. Let me scroll down a bit. Farmer Chick, racist Democrats, white privilege is just white supremacy rebranded. Essentially, they think that black people are stupid. Like, they just think that black people are dumber than them. There was a study that was put out, I think by Harvard, that found liberals, like people that identify as liberals and Democrats, actually treat black people as if they're stupid. Like, that actually is a thing. Resistant X. Hello, a German here. I don't quite understand it. You have more than just 2 candidates, but it's always about those 2. Why is that? Because the Republicans and the Democrats have hegemonic control of all the funding and the government as it is right now. They're just the 2 biggest political parties. I wish it wasn't a 2-party system. I wish that we had more options, but we don't, and I don't think we ever will. Samantha, love your curly hair, no cap. Thank you. Let's scroll down a bit. The laziest. Hate got kicked out of the White House. There you go. User said, I'll take Palestine if it's free. Funny. State X4. Kamala war ein Marionette. Die US Bürger haben es Durchschnitt deswegen hat sie verloren. I know that was terrible, but it's funny. Something in German I don't understand. Fan of the football. Hey, what's up, man? Where are you from? Midwest. I was from Seattle, but I moved out because Seattle went crazy. Resistant X, thanks for the response. I appreciate that. Yeah, of course. I try to read everybody's chats. Like, when I say use a super chat if you want it to be seen, it's because the super chat is a big blue sticker for me, so I can see it. I have to scroll through the chats, and there's so many of them that it's impossible to read everything. So the super chats actually just help me find your chat. That's really the point of them. I don't particularly care if you do them or not. That's just like for you. Farmer Chick. I mean, it's nice that the money comes with it, but that's, you know, I have a job, you know. Farmer Chick, their only platform was Orange Man Bad. Yeah, it was. They were literally just like, Trump's a Nazi. We need a president who's going to be for all Americans. It's like, okay, well, what the hell does that actually mean? You know, it doesn't mean anything. Action Jackson, you voted for Trump? Yes, I did. Cal Sal, hey, I have a Pink Panther. Hey. Da-dun, da-dun. Dun, 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 dun. The sky is falling. I love how she turned the lights off and left when she realized she was losing. Yeah, dude, she pulled a Hillary Clinton. It's wild. Farmer Chick, I think Biden voted for Trump. They did him dirty. I wouldn't be shocked, dude. They really did do him dirty. It's crazy. It's cold. There are more options. There was just a whole third party debate. People just aren't voting or supporting. Yeah, I mean, it's because the media is controlled by the two parties. There's no visibility ever given. And then now they've made the laws so you have to reach a certain threshold to be in the actual presidential debate, in the polling, which is conveniently done by media that's run by the two parties. So it's never gonna happen. Let's see. NYC 88 mashups and beats. White people ruined America. You just accused us of playing identity politics, dude. You're all over the place. Samantha Cone. Australia here is so pissed when it is race. No matter the story, everyone has a story. Take away the idea of entitled to. Yeah. Madison, the people that are saying free Palestine are using civilians as political ammunition against Israel, which causes the conflict even more, and the Palestinians are suffering because of their own Dude, that whole thing is a mess. That's why I'm not Team Israel and I'm not Team Palestine. I'm Team America. I'm not interested. Fan of the football, what's your occupation? I am a home health therapist. I go and help people learn to walk again and do the, shower and cook meals after they've been in the hospital. That's what I do. WV, not only did she lose, now she'll have to certify it. Dude, I know, it's salt in the wound. It's so crazy. Like, she's the one that's gonna have to be like, okay, I'm gonna have to count these votes and certify it for Trump. Isn't that wild? That's the funniest thing in the world. I think it's only happened once before where it was the VP, the sitting VP, when the president couldn't go for another term. Or no, could go for another term, but it was the VP. I don't remember. Chase Hill, who did you vote for then? Trump. StedX4, I wrote in German that Kamala is a puppet and U.S. citizens saw through this, which is why she lost. But thanks for trying to read German. I think you're the only one who appreciates me trying to read German. I think everybody else hated it. JJ, are you on Section 8? If you mean like Section 8 housing, no. I am not. I work. I've got a job. Like I said, don't need people's money, but if you want me to read your chats, use the super chat. It's the only way I can distinguish it. I'm going to scroll down again. King Juice, crazy how she's acting vice president. She hasn't done anything with the border and she's in charge. How do people vote for her, bro? Dude, I have no idea. It's absolutely nuts. It doesn't make any sense. Farmer Chick, I live in deep blue Massachusetts, and Trump only lost my county by 13 votes. Literally 13 votes, and Bristol County almost went red. I know. The margins were way small for Kamala. Nobody wanted to vote for her. User says, did you see Adolf Hitler won an election in Namibia? Was it like someone who's actually named Adolf Hitler? That would be hilarious. The laziest. Project 2025 has nothing to do with Trump, correct? Turkish Delight, are you happy Trump won? Yes. I'm going to scroll down some more. Chase Hill, what about Prop 1? In which state? It's different in every state. Farmer Chick, Destiny, a left-wing nut, said Biden should release all the criminals from prison to punish us for voting Trump. That's evil. Dude, Destiny's the guy that laughed about the guy getting shot in Butler, Pennsylvania. He said the guy deserved it because he was at a Trump rally. Freaking crazy, dude. Destiny melted down, dude. Go to Destiny's Twitter. It's the funniest thing in the world. I'm going to scroll down again. NYC 88 mashups and beats. I'm tired of the same old Archie Bunker, Andy Griffith, All in the Family, and any other show that has majority white cast in the White House. Dude, you're so focused on race, and you literally just accused people who voted for Trump for being all about identity politics. You're an idiot. I'm going to scroll again. The Kid's Life. Trump for life. America. Oh, you almost got me. Crystal Salvatore, I was raised Muslim. One thing about the Israel-Palestine conflict is that both sides are horrible in different ways. They both have this disgusting righteousness to make. Yeah. And Americans, for some reason, buy into it. I have no idea why they do. I guess it's the Christian thing. Like, the Christians are all about Israel because it's the Holy Land and all that. But it's just, the whole conflict is terrible. Apollo God Pager, deport Destiny and Hassan ASAP. Yes, deport them. They're terrible. Nah, Hassan is funny because he's like a literal communist who, makes millions off capitalism. It's funny as hell. I love it. King Juice, Destiny is a delusional cuck, lol. Yes, he is. He's wild. People think Destiny is smart because he memorizes talking points and just talks over people, and he's really good at gotchas and leading people down the path he wants them to get to a conclusion. He's good at debating. I don't think he's super smart. I mean, who am I to talk, right? I'm not saying I'm like a paragon of intelligence, but I don't think Destiny is very smart. Jack Hall, what do you think about the stance that Trump is only going to lower taxes for the rich? That's a lie. Right now, everybody in the middle and working classes are paying lower taxes because of Trump. Like, my taxes are lower because of Trump's tax cuts that he put in, they expire at the end of this year. So it's just not true. People that say that are just making it up. Mads, is Trump deporting people, or was that a lie? I think he will. I think he will deport people. I think Trump will deport many illegal immigrants who are, particularly the violent ones, first. I think that was not a lie. I think that will happen. Let's see. Mason Davis. Democrats are crying on YouTube because they won't be able to poop in public litter boxes. Jesus. Scroll down again. Farmer Chick, the rich are paying more under Trump's tax plan. He got rid of the loopholes. Yeah, they are paying their taxes. When people say rich people aren't paying taxes, it's so freaking annoying because it's literally just not true. Nick Biddle, Destiny gave me secondhand embarrassment in the Jubilee video. Oh, God, I can't watch Jubilee. I hate Jubilee. My wife loves it. She'll sit and watch, like, Charlie Kirk debate all these people or, like, Democrats versus Republicans. It makes me cringe. I can't do it. Chris DF, do you call Trump daddy? No, I'm not. I don't particularly like Trump a whole lot. I just voted for him. Jump Pull, doesn't that same bill's tax cuts have longer lifetime for the higher brackets, if I remember correctly? I don't know. Maybe. I have no idea. I'd have to look at it. If so, by the way, it shouldn't be that way. Let me scroll down a bit. Phoenix Fireside, you come in illegally, you go out on an airplane or a bus or a train or whatever back to where you came from. Some of these people were released from prison. Yeah, crime in Haiti went way down, and Venezuela and all these places because they emptied. Trump's not lying when he says they emptied their prisons. They did. They did. Mike Kins, regardless of his trafficking and molesting. Oh my God, fuck off. Farmer Chick, we need to cut government spending. I agree. Nick Gertz, hey brother, hope all is well. Can I get a shout out? Yes, Nick Gertz, go check out his channel, I guess. See what's up with him. Madison, do you think Trump will make America great again? I think he will. I don't know. I mean, we'll have to wait and see. I think that he will do a better job. I think it'll be a net positive presidency. I don't know that it's going to be like the greatest thing we've ever seen, but I'm optimistic. We'll just watch. Mike Ken, since the 80s, Democrats have created 51 million jobs. Republicans created almost 2 million. Dave H, let's go Trump. We're very happy in the UK he's won. We're ran by left-wing morons. Yeah, didn't your current premier, Keir Starmer, didn't he only get like 20% of the vote? I'm not sure how your elections work, but didn't he only get like 20% of the vote? Let's see. Starlight, your intellect rules C, my friend, when you do for God. Thank you. Won't regret your vote, okay? Coach Top, rich people have all the tax codes and the Dems put into place for their own donors. He just used it because they put it in. Yeah, I agree. Hey, everybody thumbs up if you haven't yet. Everybody thumbs up. I'm going to scroll down a little bit more. Like I said, if you're not subscribed, subscribe. I do these lives pretty frequently and just talk to people in the chat. If you want me to find your chats, because we've had as many as 550 people in the live. If you want me to find it, do a super chat because it like stands out and I can actually see it. Otherwise, I just put what you think in, and if I get to it, I get to it. Lawai, Kamala win a one-way ticket right out the White House. Yeah, pretty much. User's been banned for naughty words. I was walking through a storm with my friend Lur. It started hailing and hail hit Lur in the face, making ashes blow in the wind. You're wild, dude. Michelle D, I voted for Trump and I'm glad he's going back into office. I agree. Same. Tim Frommel, the Trump operatives, in order for him to get into office, they agreed to decimate the Middle East, the Greater Israel Project. They're going to destroy the Middle East. I don't know how you would know that. Dave H. Yeah, Starmer only won because the conservatives did so badly. Is that true? That's crazy. Nick Lambert, how stupid you got to be. That guy's name is a play on the N-word. Yeah, I know, dude. King Juice. Putin said that he takes Trump's statement that he will end the war in Ukraine very seriously. I'm sure he does. The thing about Trump is that he's freaking crazy, right? Like, the world leaders don't know what he's going to do. And it's hard to buy somebody who's a billionaire. It just is. Especially, like, the dude's almost 80. What are you going to do? Kill him? You know what I mean? Like, he's almost 80 years old, and he's a billionaire. Hard to buy somebody who knows that their life is almost over and they have FU money. Like, whatever. Asmund Solo, 37 felonies in the President of the United States. Seethe! Yes, dude. Yes, it's amazing. Chloe Winna, are you a grower or a shower? Both. You guys are wild. Kayak Nana, we know why he won. People are sick of Washington politics, partisan positions, and generally ridiculous people. Here's what I think. I'm not mad about it because it's only 4 years and he's out. I mean, I think he's going to end up having a pretty decent presidency. I'm not mad about it at all. Moises Anaya. Oh, she's talking to somebody else. Let's see. Drag Neil Fire. Fake convictions on Trump. Yes, I agree. They changed New York law to prosecute him. It was just an absolute farce. It's insane. Farmer Chick. Putin was rooting for Kamala. He actually endorsed her, dude. It was funny as hell. I think it was a troll, but it was still really funny. Naim Miask. Now that Donald Trump is in power, will Russia stop the war in Ukraine? We will see what they do. I think that it ends. I don't know if it'll happen before Trump takes office like he said it will. It's probably going to take him a while to get to it. But it's going to end in the next couple of months, I think. Yeah, I don't disagree with the people that say Putin is more scared of Trump than Biden, and I don't think it ever would have happened if Trump had stayed president. I think that Putin actually does fear Trump a bit. Madison, if Kamala became president, I think a nuclear war would happen. I'm not saying that even with Trump, nothing bad. Yeah, I think that Kamala would feel more pressure from the war hawks around her because, you know, she doesn't want to appear weak, which she is. She's a very weak politician. And obviously you can see that she focus grouped every issue. She listens to opinions of other people too much. So imagine, you know, her with the nuclear button. She's going to be pressured. And, you know, she's the first female president, too. You can't let the first female president look weak, right? So I think it would have been a disaster. Okay, Sherry, whatever your name is, saying y'all elected a rapist president. Stop it or I'm going to ban you for spamming. I don't care what people say, and I don't care what goes on in the chat as long as you're not spamming or doxing. Let's see. Tema Luft, you're wrong. He should be in jail. He's a felon. Technically, he's not a felon until he's sentenced, and he hasn't been sentenced yet. All of those charges are going to be dropped on appeal. I'm 100% sure. Asmund Solo, can't pick Elon either because he wasn't born in America. What are you talking about? I'm going to scroll down. Asmund Solo, no taxes on overtime won him the campaign working. Yeah, it won him the Rust Belt for sure, dude. Okay, Cherry, I am putting you in a 5-minute timeout because you keep spamming and I don't like it. I already have a hard enough time getting y'all's messages, so stop spamming, you know? Let's see. Cost 420. You're soft. You sound like a puss. I can bench more than you. Michael Rice. We become a nation dependent on salt imports. We've always produced our own salt. Deep South. Black men for Trump. I think that made a difference, guys. The combat donkey. The felonies are BS and everyone knows it. Yes, agreed. Darth Uchiha. Yep, no tax on overtime is what sealed my vote. I'm salaried, so it didn't really convince me. Like, it wasn't a thing that, like, personally I cared about, but I remember working in the warehouse during school. So, it actually, like, I understand for working class blue collar jobs, that's such a big deal. Like, I worked 3 jobs through college. Like, no tax on overtime would have made my life so much easier. Like, I came from a family, where my dad cuts firewood for a living. I worked myself through college, paid for every bit of it. I was homeless when I started college. No tax on overtime would have been a huge deal for me at that time. So yeah, it's a good policy. I believe it's right. I'm going to scroll down a bit. Chloe Winna, why do I hear muffled screams in the back of your car? No, you don't, I promise. Let's scroll down. Phoenix Fairsaid, oh yeah, I keep calling it the steel belt. It's the rust belt. Thank you. Yeah, the rust belt. Wavy TV, what do you think about Vivek? Vivek, I hate to say this because a lot of people like him, but he seems like a yes man to me. A yes man. He sees that what Trump is doing is successful, and so he kind of likes to parrot the talking points. And he did that during the primary. So, I don't know. I don't think that he's as genuine as he comes off, but I think he's an okay guy. It's important to remember that where he made his money too, which is pharma, pharma is a very corrupt, or a very corrupt sector. So I'm very reserved about people that make their money there. Crystal Salvatore for $4.99. Thank you. If Hillary wasn't going to be the first woman president, it sure as hell wasn't going to be Kamala. Yeah, no, there's no way she was going to be. If Hillary Clinton couldn't do it, yeah, it wasn't going to be Kamala. I agree. Michelle D, she had an option to be the first female VP. Now let's get a real man who's headstrong and doesn't play any games. That's what this country needs. Tim Fromwell, so when things get really bad because Trump is president, maybe people will notice that he's 8 inches shorter and maybe not Trump, that's CIA. People keep saying that in the chat. I don't buy into it. I don't agree. Asman Solo, talking about 2028 since it's Trump's last term. I would love to have Elon, but he cannot be president. Oh, I think it will be J.D. Vance on the Republican ticket. I think he will run. Dependent on his record. I think they'll test out his popularity. Like, if he does a good job with Trump, he will probably be the nominee. If not, DeSantis or Vivek will probably seize on the option, or on the opportunity. I'm gonna scroll down a bit. User has been banned for naughty words. Dude, just wait for my Destiny video. Dude, I'm excited. I'm glad you got a channel on Rumble, dude. User has been banned for naughty words is a cool guy. Lord Braun, no matter who would have won, we need to unite as a whole. Our enemies want to divide us. United we stand. Yeah, that's true, and I agree. But they've been calling us Nazis for the last, 8 years. So in what universe can we unite with them? And not that we wouldn't want to. I mean, it's with reluctance that I would. But all they're going to do is throw it back in our face. It's going to be very hard to unite with people that see us as the literal definition of evil. It's crazy, man. Madison, I'm so glad Trump is elected to be president, because if Kamala was elected, you'll be just like COVID times with gas prices high. You couldn't even afford a sandwich. Dude, I firmly believe the economy will be way better under Trump. Stefan Hibbler. I still live with my parents. I live on an island under Florida, so scoring a job is seasonal. I guess we'll fight for our policy, brother, and cut tax and government interference. I agree. Lao Wei, Trump is 10 foot tall and bulletproof. You guys are funny. Hey, everybody thumbs up. Everybody thumbs up. It helps a lot. This is probably the best live I've ever done. As far as like viewership and likes and all that. Not the most as far as like super chats, but that's okay. I don't need, like I said, don't need your money. I like it, but I don't need it. InfoSpot, congratulations to Trump. I agree. Jamie Waters, what about taking fluoride out of the water? What do you think about that? So the fluoride in the water thing, there actually has been correlations made of cognitive deficits and developmental disorders. And these are scientific papers. By the way, I have an advanced degree. I have a master's degree, and I'm actually about to start working on my PhD. I'm not stupid. I've read the literature. There have been studies that have come out very recently saying that there is a concern, and there's a lot of countries around the world that don't allow fluoride in the water system because of that. That being said, fluoride is very good for your teeth, so using fluoride toothpaste, even if there's no fluoride in the water, should be sufficient to prevent your teeth from, developing all the issues, falling out, rotting out of your head, all that sort of thing. So, Michael Rice, wise man told me once he voted for a lib. Never dis again. Never did again. Let's see, I'm going to scroll down. Asman Solo, media sows disinformation and hatred at every turn. They are literally responsible for the majority of the division in America. I agree, 100%. Because division gets views, guys. When they figured out that anger gets more clicks than liking something, that's when they turned crazy. Drag Neil Fire, Tulsi and Vivek, 2028. I think Tulsi would have trouble because of her stance on the Second Amendment. She needs to redefine where she stands on that and have a little bit more of a libertarian stance on guns, and then she would be a good candidate, I believe. Niam Miask, how true is the media saying that Donald Trump is a close friend of Putin? He's not. People are crazy when they say that stuff. Hey, everybody subscribe and give a thumbs up if you're enjoying the stream. I do these pretty regularly, not necessarily every day, but I try. I love seeing what you guys have to say, and I make videos too, by the way. I've uploaded 2 today already, so please go check those out. It helps the channel a lot. Literally the only money I make off of here is AdSense. I mean, I make a few bucks a stream sometimes with Super Chats, but it's a nice little side gig, and the time that I devote to it, it's nice to get something like that out of it. I mainly just do YouTube just for the hell of it, though. So, I love having these conversations with you guys. Hey, Lego Boy's here. Lego Boy says, Lego Boy back, and what do you think Trump does as a president? Because I'm from UK and I don't really understand. I think that the deportations and the drilling, drill baby drill, energy independence are going to be the 2 big projects, and they're going to get the majority of the attention. I'm going to be watching RFK because I'm interested in his plans for the health of the country. Kick-Ass Media 214. Trump will spend the next 4 years seeking revenge and building a pointless wall while aligning the pockets of billionaires. I think you meant lining. Disagree. Asman Solo. I agree. It's like when you drive by a car accident and everyone can't stop looking. It drives me crazy. Yeah, that's it. The laziest. Reddit is brain cancer. Dude, I don't bother with Reddit. Reddit is horrible. I quit looking at Reddit like 5 years ago. It's like the worst thing ever. CJ Lindala, solve the homeless problem. Deport these Mexicans, give the Mexican jobs to the homeless, economic growth. I think that the homeless problem will get substantially better if we secure the border, because fentanyl is a big culprit when it comes to the homeless crisis. So, Johnny Boy, I want to see you debate liberals. Well, I don't have the capacity right now because my computer crashed and I don't have enough money. I mean, I do have enough money, but I'm saving it to buy a house. So all my extra money, $400 or $500 at a time, that goes into the account to buy a house. And so I'm not buying an expensive computer yet. Maybe when I get a good setup, if I get enough subscribers to where it's actually I'm making decent money on YouTube, it would be worth it to like set up debates and stuff. But right now, like, I've got a good job and I make the the money that I need there, and I can't do this other than just in my spare time. I took a half day off work today because I was up till 3. So that's why I'm doing this live right now. But, supporting the channel is great. Just watch some of my videos. Like, you don't have to pay me money in Super Chats and stuff. Just watch some of my videos and it helps the channel. And, when I get enough in AdSense, I'll use it to buy a computer. But right now I just have to do these streams from my phone. Kick-Ass Media, selective reading is still fundamental. Dude, there's over 200 people watching right now. I can't read all the comments. And it goes up and down. There was as many as 550. King Juice, same with Kim Jong-un. He's not friends, obviously. He literally insulted him. Yeah, he told him he had a tiny rocket. That was funny. Fentanyl is government made. No blacks distribute it. Yeah, fentanyl. I have a personal vendetta with fentanyl because I told this story yesterday. I've had 5 of the friends in my teenage friend group have died in the last I guess now I was 6 months last time I told this story, but I think it's probably been about a year. 5 of them have died, and the last one was a 26-year-old mom with 2 kids. I mean, just the saddest thing you can imagine. Classic Blaster Art, I hope you get your house soon. Thank you, me too. King Juice, the wall is literally to keep criminals out of the country and people who take money from Americans. How do people disagree with it? I mean, hey, yeah. The wall wouldn't make it easier to get into the country. People talk about how it wouldn't do anything, but it sure doesn't make it easier to just walk in. So, Parliament, don't worry, there will be more homeless and sick people. They want to end Medicaid, Social Security, and Medicare. You're insane. You're absolutely insane. Trump has said he's going to take the tax off Medicare. He's not going to end Medicare. You people are stupid. Let's see. The caddy, no thumbs up button. I'll send hearts. No homo. No homo? What? Do you not think that I'm hot or something? Salgy. Oh, he's talking to somebody. Mr. Bunjamoid. Was the Cosmic Show here? Oh, he said I lost my brother to fentanyl. Oh my gosh, I didn't know that, Marauder. Sorry. He also says, why is Kamala not speaking? She's gonna speak at about 4 o'clock Eastern, I think it said. She's expected to concede. R. Hughes, same here, Jack. Yeah. Asma Solo, fentanyl killed 3 of my childhood friends and many others overdosed. Yeah, I'm gonna make a video on the fentanyl problem. I just saw a Seattle BLM activist got busted as a fentanyl dealer, and I want to make a video about that. Shout out to Mug Mana for sending me that video. But yeah, I want to make a video about fentanyl. I just, like I said, I don't have as much time to do YouTube because I'm working and everything. I've got a 1-year-old, so it's really hard since I'm not really making a whole lot of money with it. I've made like $400 total off YouTube, you know, and it's nice, but that's just, you know, it's AdSense. When you make a video that gets 30,000 views, you get some money. But it's not enough to make it profitable for me to spend a whole lot of time doing it. Now, I can do these lives because I get breaks in the middle of the day sometimes when I'm out driving to see patients. If somebody cancels, I have time, so I'll pull it up and stream. Or like right now, I took a half day off because I stayed up too late. But there's that. Okay, let's see. Stephen Hebler, I'd focus more on a union with the Mexican government and FBI work. I'm sure that could help. Casey, you ever been hit by a spaghetti noodle? Because your girlfriend had a twin sister and got confused and fucked her dad. What? Chris Parker, Seattle is a progressive liberal nightmare. I agree, that's why I left. Madison, I think it's weird that people wanted Kamala to be elected like she did nothing for the country. She's an empty suit. She's terrible. I'm going to scroll down a bit. King Juice, BLM is a scam, bro. They literally took a bunch of money and they ran. They also stir up race relations as well as people. Yeah, BLM is a scam. And it's literal communists, dude. It's crazy. Hey, guys, I'm going to go ahead and end it here. I'm going to go home. I want to see my daughter. She's probably awake from her nap now. So thanks for tuning in. Please subscribe. Give a thumbs up. And yeah, go watch some of my videos. It helps the channel a lot. So thanks for hanging out, guys, and I'll see you in the next